Hello, SpeedGaming. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This is the Aria of Sorrow Randomizer Tournament 2022. And we're seeing here the winner bracket, I think round 3 it is in the tournament tree, between Berix and Derxu. The score is 1-1. Really close matches between the two, in fact. And this is the decider match. Whoever wins this one moves onwards to face Luicho. Berix, the number 3 seed in this tournament, and Derxu, the number 6 seed in this tournament. And both definitely high caliber players. I think we're gonna see a really great race today. So, today we're playing with the tournament 2022 preset, which means we're gonna see the Black Panther soul as our first progression soul, which also makes us go really fast. We equip it, we hold down the R button, and we move, I think, about 3 times as fast than walking. So this makes for a really accessible runner's experience as well. So if you look to get into the randomizer, I would also suggest you use this preset, as it makes movement around the castle very quick, makes those seats go by real quickly, and you don't need to learn a bunch of techniques that are used in the speedrun. Still, this is a very high skill ceiling game, so it's very easy to get into, but very hard to master. Yeah. Goal of the randomizer is, of course, the true ending to defeat chaos. In order to do that, we need to find 3 souls, which is a blue, a red, and a yellow soul. And there's books scattered around the castle telling us which souls we need. Those are randomized for each seed. So for Go mode, we need those 3 souls, as well as Skula to move underwater, and a form of flight. And we're off. Okay, so we also start with the shop unlocked. Berix selling his gear immediately. Okay, Derxu actually buys the Tsuchinoko soul, which makes everything in the shop cheaper, which is funny. So getting the discount right away. Yeah, starting off with the Gram here is probably the best option. It's a decent straight sword. It's gonna serve you well in the beginning, so both players opting for that. And Derxu still needs to equip it. Or did he not buy it? Either way, the Nightmare Soul also a great starting soul. It's a lot of damage. Probably the best bullet soul, red soul in the game. Doesn't cost that much mana, but deals great damage and can double hit. Alright. Then we saw, we also have Area Shuffle enabled, which is also part of this preset. And Berix finds the upper part of Dance Hall, which is locked by Slide. Both players cannot pass there yet. Need to find either a Slide or a Giant Bat Soul to progress further. Ooh, getting a random Succubus drop is Berix here. That's a great yellow soul to have. Succubus heals you for 5 HP for every hit that you make with your weapon. And there's Panther, finally. Now we can go fast. Yeah, both players also opting to take this long check here. I mean, if there's the double jump ability or something else, you really want to have it and not miss out on it. Both, yeah, really taking the same route here. It's gonna be a while before we see divergence. We really need some more progression souls. There's another Grey Canister with Galamoth. Interesting. So Galamoth is a soul that allows you to bypass the White Rabbit, which stops time, unlocking 2 more checks in the inner quarters. And 2 more Grey Canisters here, Malthus and Gravekeeper. The backdash and double jump. As well as flying armor, so filling out the bingo board nicely here for both runners. Flying armor, not so useful. Really, it's just a worse version of the Black Panther, if you will. There's some applications for it if you have a heavy weapon and, you know, for example, in a Balor fight with no backdash, it can help, but since we have backdash as well as Panther, there's really no use for it. Yeah, but you really don't want to miss out on Malthus in the beginning. So I think both players feeling really good about this. And entering Cemetery here. This is a very high level area in the vanilla game, and yeah, we're gonna see also a boss here, which is actually in fact the easiest boss. So even though this is a high level area, we get a very low level boss, which is great because there's I think 3 more checks locked behind this boss. Yes, 3 more, and all 3 of them have a good chance of being really good equipment, or maybe a book that we need, or a soul that we need. Since again, this is a high level area, and there's the first book, the red book, which is Nightmare, and we have that. In fact, both players have that. A bit low here. This room can be really scary, the Ripper room. Yeah, finding armor, perfect slot for it. The knives that these little guys throw, they deal a lot of damage. Yeah, but getting through it. Looks also not choosing to heal up or saving again. I hope he knows what he's doing. Yeah, the pitch black suit. A decent piece of armor, not really the best for the late game. Or the castle corridor, it's perfectly fine. So I don't think Derxu has any problems making it to the end here, and there's a save station coming right up. Again, not opting to save this Derxu. Yeah, saving can really make a difference. As in the last game, Game 2, between the two, Berix did lose quite a bit of time. Dying in the worst room in the game, in Arena. And not having saved in quite a bit. He lost a lot of progress. But Berix actually choosing to forgo that. What was it, rock armor? Or bomber armor? So now both players really neck and neck. I'm not really a big fan of that, but yeah, again, he knows his red soul, so he knows it's not bomber armor, but this save split, it doesn't save a lot of time. But yeah, again, he knows about the red soul, he knows it's Nightmare, and bomber armor definitely not an upgrade over Nightmare. Well, this is an interesting part here. Finding the Eastern Reservoir. Berix going straight for it. Nice zip here. Derx can't continue that path. This schooler locked. Yeah, the zip is great. Yeah, and Berix. Okay, just doing the first few checks here. Ooh, there's a yellow canister. You can break that with Nightmare. Again, no schooler to do the rest of these checks here. Let's see what this is. It's Aranus. Okay. Gotta keep that one in mind. Yeah, he's, you know, standing still there for a second. Maybe noting it down. Like, on myself that noting down these important things, like when your memory fails you, that can really cost minutes, whereas standing still for a few seconds, noting that down, can really make a difference. But yeah, the duplicate schooler would have been insane right there. And again, like the sync, it's amazing to see between those two players. Let's see if maybe we're gonna see some divergence here. Do you have a few options here at the beginning now? It's choosing to go down, as does Derxu, so we're gonna keep in sync. The Vanilla Gardens entrance. And leading to garden. So this is also going to be something that's easy to remember, because after beating Graham with the 3 required souls, you need to head here in order to access the last 2 bosses of the game. And I didn't even see that it was Persephone by Lubricant. Blue book for both. I was reading Lubricant and thinking yellow. But yeah, it's the blue book. And Persephone is the required soul, dropped by a Lubricant. I believe we do not have that yet, but correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, the Lubricant farm, not the greatest. Just killing them can be a chore. You're actually weak to the curse element, I think. Well, if you happen to find a Mirror Master, you can maybe do it. But I think for now, they're just both gonna keep exploring. Maybe you just find the soul in the canister. And we still need Schooler as well as Flight to complete the game, so we need to do checks anyway. Yellow canister here, Ghost Dancer, okay. Okay, Derxu saved here at the top of Dance Hall, maybe also wanting to go for a save split, but I think finding that yellow soul here, that is the one soul we still don't know about. You kind of got to keep it. And Berix doing a Fleeman farm here? Did I miss something? I actually do not know why he farmed those Fleeman. Maybe he was hoping for a good drop. I think he did get an insane drop in his last game. Oh, maybe just hoping for a really lucky drop here. I mean, you can farm them really quickly. And there's Schooler. I mean, you can one-shot these Fleeman with your Black Panther, and since the room transitions are so quick, why not go for it? And both really doing the same checks here. Super funny to see. Yeah, it could be. So the items that the enemies drop are, of course, also randomized. Not just the souls that they drop, but also the items. So these Fleemen, they could drop us a Final Sword. Or any other great drop item. Oh, and there's Devil. First Rush Soul for Derxu here. Devil, like the second best of the 3 Rush Souls. Manticore by far the best. And Curly being the weakest. And hey, you have a vanilla boss. That should be no problem with the equipment of both these players. It's the big golem. Some people like him, some people it's the big golem soul behind big golem. Let's go. Oh, that's great. We don't need that, unfortunately, but yeah, it's funny. Yeah, Big Golem, the soul itself, it's awkward to use. Not a great familiar, and in the blue soul slot, you really only want to use Black Panther or the Rush Souls. If you can be helped. Shadow Knight might be the only exception. Okay. Yeah, and they just keep in sync. It's insane. Oh, Kicker Skeleton. Okay. That one's locked behind flight. Not too important. But you can sequence break this one check that Berix also knows about. Top of dance hall now. So maybe Derxu, since he hasn't scouted those yet, he might blindly walk into that. And both players finding slide. Alright, so now they can also, in logic, continue there, but we have already found the other side of dance hall, so it doesn't really matter that much. Let's see. But yeah, Berix heading straight there, probably going for that check, which that is a high priority check, since it is locked behind flight. And Derxu following suit. Nothing much of value there, just a partisan. But yeah, with the Kicker Skeleton, you can just dive kick off of those candles, as well as the Chandelier, and sequence break this check. Which that can be a real difference maker. There's another red book, we already know it's Nightmare. Yeah, the sync is insane. Oh no, wait, Derxu. Okay, now we have Divergence. Okay. So wait, is Derxu going? Oh, she's... Okay. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Derxu finds the study, which he can now access with slide, whereas Berix is to go to arena, or like, not choosing to, but he chose the dance hall entrance, which leads to arena. Another very high-level area. So, since we are still kind of lacking good equipment, this might be the right address to find that. And there's Auroch suit, already an upgrade over the pitch black suit. And there's the required red, which both already have on Derx's side in the backdash room. Derxu probably not gonna be too happy about that. Finding the Headhunter boss though, that's nice. Beating Headhunter will give us a shop upgrade, which means there's more weapons, more potential healing items, or more souls in the shop available. So this is one of the better bosses to find. And since we're really lacking some good weaponry, I think this is like the perfect boss to find, in fact. Since you can beat him relatively easily, as well as have the option of better weapons in the shop now. Berix, meanwhile, continue on in the arena. Again, these are some high priority checks. The Asterisk Soul. Horrendous drop. And just assess this behind the boss, so... Yeah, Derxu not gonna be too happy about those items, but again, the shop upgrade might be worth it in the end, in the long run. Oh no, Berix, not again. This was the room that I want to say lost him the last race. And here we go. Finding the last book, which is Triton from Beam Skeleton, if I saw this correctly. I believe both do not have Triton. I mean, he could basically reset now. Yeah, and he just does. Just remember the soul forehead. Again, still need to find flight. Ooh, that's... That is Legion there. Yeah, beam skeletons are tough. I mean, there is a room right next to the boss room here in the arena that has a ton of those beam skeletons. And there's Triton. Wait, sorry, then it wasn't beam skeleton. It must have been giant ghost, right? Or was it the canister? It was a canister. Derxu finding the required yellow soul. At the top of oh, and that's a nasty entrance for the top of study. Meanwhile, Berix. Yeah, this fight is gonna take a while. It's hope it pays out. I mean, at least you'll get a bunch of levels from that. We still need Allura Una as well as Flight, so... And Derxu not having the knowledge of the Yellow Soul yet. You could find maybe a duplicate Yellow Book. Oh, and he finds Dippo too in another nasty location. These are some great finds for Derxu here. That could really tip the scales. A great series of events here. Gotta be careful, Derxu. These fish heads, they deal insane amounts of damage and can combo damage really well as well. Taking it out with the sleep. I think that was a wise decision. Also making it to the safe, which is really important. Alright. Yeah, this Legion fight is taking a long time. I have to say, I don't really agree with that. The weaponry is not great. Man. I mean, with Succubus, like, you can basically heal to full all the time. It's, you have these shell parts as well as the inner part and these small little people that are spawned by Legion. There's always opportunity to heal with Succubus here. You don't need to waste any healing, so resource-wise it's efficient, but it's slow. Let's hope the levels are gonna do him well in the long run. Oh, Derxu finding giant bats, so that's another great thing to have if he happens to also go to arena. Makes the DDR check at least a lot more manageable. But man, Berix still fighting Legion here. Should almost be done though. It's always a bit low HP, a bit too low HP for my taste most of the time. Getting some ramen is pretty good though. Yeah, he doesn't have Undine, so no way to get past the waterfall yet. And Legion is down, finally. That's gonna be a bunch of levels for Berix now. As well as a black belt. Yeah, well, it's okay, I guess. But I think Berix also opting to skip DDR now. I think he knows that took a long time. And didn't really pay off. So this skip might be a bit of a call. Saying, okay, since that didn't pay off, I need to skip a bit more now. Yeah, DDR long check. Without the giant bat. Oh yeah, and he did not opt to farm, but again, he doesn't have a great way of killing the beam skeletons right now, I think. The weaponry is just not good enough. And Derxu meanwhile finding Belor. This is a way better boss to find. Like, not only does Belor give more more experience points, but he's also a lot quicker than Legion, at least with the equipment that we currently have. Oh man, and Caliborg plus Triton, that is some nice damage right there. Wow, that's gonna be a quick fight. Yeah, Caliborg, one of my favorite swords. It just feels so great. It looks great when it hits something. This red X, I love it. I love the sound and the look of the weapon. Man, this is a quick fight. And yeah, Derxu is gonna get even more experience than from the Legion fight for this. That was definitely worth it, and also negates the level advantage that Berix had. Let's see. It's showing us the Galamorph checks. These are also very high priority checks. A Death's Robe, let's go. As well as a giant belt. Ancient belt, sorry. Death's Robe, that is an awesome find. It's a great piece of armor with a lot of defense, while also giving a ton of intelligence. And intelligence in this game boosts the damage of your blue souls, which is the rush souls. So this is really some endgame material now for Derxu. I think he will already be pretty happy with his equipment. Caliborg also probably one of the best weapons to use on Julius as well as Graham. It's great for Chaos though, so you might still be taking a shop trip or looking for some more weaponry along the way. Yeah, red souls we know we don't need. Oh, Berix! Oh my god, he got stuck! Oh no! Oh no! Oh god, he slid into the crate. Oh, that's bad. But I think he is gonna find his yellow soul here on Tower Study. Meanwhile, Derxu finding the Death Fight, which is also great. Another fight boss that upgrades the shop after successfully beating him. Yeah, but you don't want to use Caliborg, since Death does resist Dark. And there's Triton for Berix, which would have also, of course, immensely helped with the Legion fight. It's already on phase 2 here in the Death fight. Yeah, the Rush Soul with the Death's Roll really making quick work of a lot of bosses. Oh, meanwhile, Berix looking to sequence break another check here. Unfortunately, couldn't do it. Again, the theory... Ah, now he got it. Nice. Theory is the same as in the dance hall check with the chandeliers. It's a bit tougher to execute those, since these torches kind of not really below the platform that you want to step on, so I'm now finding Hippogriff. Eric's gonna be happy, but... And it's good. It keeps the race closer now. Since Hippogriff really does make a difference. Yeah, if you have the choice between finding Giant Bat or Hippogriff, obviously you're gonna always go for the Hippo. Since it's way faster, you don't need to unequip your Black Panther. Yeah, Derxu is showing us now. The bottom of Clock Tower. I don't think we've seen that one yet. Another series of checks that is sometimes very high priority. Not so much this time, just a tasty meat. And this could be a tough room to get out of. Like, I easily have trouble with this room. Just these enemies are so annoying, and these constantly spawning yellow Medusa heads that also stone you. Yeah, this is a really close race right now. See if maybe I really want to see the shop upgrades. See, the Berix is showing us the first shop upgrade. What was that super... Also buying the Tsuchinoko now, nice. I like it. Yes? Okay, he needs to sell a lot here. Alright, okay, now we're getting into the money. Okay, and Derxu, meanwhile, also heading for the shop here. So what is Berix getting? An elfin robe, the Ballora soul. By Medusa head is also not a bad option. Can help you really a lot. Oh, let's see. What else we got? Oh. Derxu apparently not too impressed. He just bought Succubus and then left. I didn't even get to see, but he was really quick with the getting through the shop. Yeah, it does not affect sell prices, that is correct. Just the buying prices are affected. Berix now heading for top floor. And we are again in sync. And still need that Allura Une. We have found a bunch of blue canisters so far, but I don't think we have that one. Man, Berix gotta be careful here. I think there was at least some healing in the shop. So we should be fine using some of our healing right now. Okay, it was a Fune for Berix. It's a decent weapon. Not really what you're looking for towards the end game though. Oh, Iron Golem. Alright, interesting. That is more of a risk-reward kind of soul. Where you can just pass through enemies without getting knocked back. They still do full damage, mind you. And you lose a bit of iframe time. So you can get hit quite a lot of times. Yeah, but overall, top floor pretty much of a bust. Except for the Iron Golem that you might see. Derxu's using it actually. I think also his healing situation not the greatest. And we see a lubricant farm here by Berix. Yeah, this is a good room to do it. Again, Osafune not the greatest weapon. Has a great range though, and since these little devils, they like to hover above your head. It really complements this farm. I can't remember, but it must be... What's the yellow soul? Should have written that down, I guess. Well, I know that both players have the yellow soul, which is Triton, so... And both have the red soul, so it must be for the blue one. Which is Allura Une. The elusive blue soul. And this is a great place, of course, for Berix to get that farm going, since he can just move on to Graham right from here. Yeah, and if nothing else, he gets a bunch of levels from this. I'm getting a bit unlucky, but I think the Lubricant Soul, also in the vanilla game, not the greatest drop rate. And now choosing to farm two at the same time. Alright, we're getting into some more dangerous territory here. Yeah, again, both players... I think Derxu is still lacking the yellow book, though. As well as the blue soul. I feel like Derxu has made a lot more checks. Since the Legion fight really took a long time for Berix. But that yellow book really tipping the scales right now. Berix made the right calls afterwards. And he might be in Gormo very soon here. Needs that soul drop here. Really getting unlucky though. Also, you know, he moved back to the singular lubricant farm. It is a bit safer. Oh my god. No. Still has plenty of healing though, and can buy new at the shop. Healing. Sorry, I can't remember where the yellow book was. Derxu needs a direly double. I think this play that Berix doing seems like almost an obvious play at that point. You know, you only need the lubricant, or the soul drop from lubricant in order to get into go mode. Alright, it was at the worst room. Alright, thank you. Which was the dance hall entrance, right? To arena. Derxu passing it. Oh, this is not good. I don't know. There might be a duplicate. There's a 50% chance for each book to contain a duplicate, and we have in fact seen a duplicate red book already. So Derxu, while not going into arena, might still find a yellow book. And I think he's heading for the eastern reservoir now. Which seems almost like a desperation kind of play. Maybe he just assumes that the dance hall might be a dead end. But yeah, this farm, it's insane how long it takes. And I mean, you can't use manips here, so yeah, in the speedrun you can manipulate the RNG, and there it is finally. Oh, sorry, it was Persephone, not Allura Une. And that's go mode for Berix. At roughly around 36 minutes. And now on to the Graham fight. Did get a bunch of levels though. I'm kind of surprised. Also, Funa dealing so much damage, but I guess it's also partly due to the Triton Soul being so powerful. Well, I mean, it's not over yet. But it's looking very good for Berix now. Like, Derxu needs to find the duplicate yellow as well as... I'm not sure that maybe he did find Persephone. On the canister, I'm not sure. I think he has done quite a bit more checks, but hasn't been to Arena. Which is a shame, really. And already in the third phase here for in the Graham fight is Berix. Yeah, this is looking very good here. Damage is quite nice, actually. Having a Triton Seed really helps out with these multi-hit weapons, as well as having so much experience. Just imagine if he had noped out of the Legion fight. He could have been in Go mode even quicker than that. Or him having a bit better RNG with the drop rates of the soul of the Lubricant. And getting a Rune Ring. Oh, that's a nice one. Andrew Berix, I don't think he has the Death's Rope. He has not been to the Galamov checks, I don't think. He does have the Elfin Rope though, which is kind of the next best thing, really. Well, I'd say he has an acceptable kit in order to beat the game with. Also, it was the Kunitsuna. It's always a bit tough to tell which of the Katana multi-hit weapons they're using. Yeah, getting filled up on super potions here. I don't think Berix is gonna have a problem finishing the seed. 9 supers should be plenty. And with the Rune Ring equipped, like, you can use your Rush Soul just so much more often, so much more deliberately. Yeah, Derxu at this point just traveling along an already beaten path. Like, he's been here. Seems a bit lost as to where to go. I don't know if he thought he just had already checked maybe the dance hall entrance. But yeah, it seems like there's no duplicate yellow book, so he needs to go to Arena. Meanwhile, Berix in the Julius fight. One of the toughest boss fights, really. Like, almost up there with Legion. Sorry, not with Legion, with Chaos. Legion not so hard, it just took a long time. But this boss fight has some great music at least. One of the best tunes of the series. The damage really isn't too great. Switching back to the Elfin Rope, like he's juggling his equipment just to min-max either the physical damage or the rush soul damage, which is really nice to see. And they're actually finally entering Arena here. I'm curious to see if he had actually found the Persephone canister. I would not be too surprised, since I feel like he has almost full cleared the game at this point. And on to phase 2 for Berix. Like, Derxu could have made up so much ground here, having the Caliborg for this fight that Berix is on. Like, it makes a big difference. Since Julius resists, I think, every element besides Dark. And Caliborg being a very strong Dark weapon. And there it is. The yellow book for Derxu finally. Where is he? He might have Persephone. Not doing any more checks. I feel like he should be in go mode here. And this is already Julius done for Berix. Like Derxu probably needs a miracle here at this point. I don't think Berix is gonna grant it. Understandably, Berix doing these chaotic realm checks here. You're not gonna say no to a claim or a final sword laying around here. I think he'd love to have a better weapon right now. But he should be good. Meanwhile, Derxu on the Graham fight. It's a long while. It's a long ways out before he can catch up with Berix now. Like, the arena play was just way too late, but this dance hall entrance, this can be a real difference maker. Like, if you do that early, fighting him levitate here in chaotic. Like, if you don't do it early, you might last located, like Derxu did. Again, he might have thought, yeah, it's a dead end anyway, since the left-facing doors are more prone towards being a dead end. And then just marked it off. Last check here in chaotic was a Satan's ring. Not really that great. We have the best accessories already. And the final save before chaos. No, he did save. Now all hope's lost. Oh, let's... Berix definitely proficient at this game. I think he can do it. But still, chaos, no joke. Really tough final boss. Compared to a lot of other randomizer games, this is also depending, of course, on your equipment. This can be a really punishing and menacingly difficult fight, actually. Well, in this first phase, you have to beat those 3 statues, which the souls, you know, of the color that they're representing. So Berix has access to his blue and yellow souls, needs to beat the red one to get access to his red souls. These statues do not have any defense, so the multi-hit weapons are really powerful. And now onto the core. Let's see what Berix is going for here. I think there was a Medusa head in the shop, so I wouldn't have hated them picking up the Medusa head just for this case alone. As you can just, you know, hover in the air and just keep hitting the top eyes. Oof. Getting some good damage here. Going for 2 eyes, it seems, yeah. Because again, Berix doesn't really have a good way of dealing with the top eyes. He does have Medusa head. But that's nice. He was just probably just checking the damage, if it was enough with 2 eyes, but deciding to go for the 3rd one, at least. Oof. Really bad bone dragon spawn there. Spawning right above his head. Ooh, getting some Torrents damage as well. But yeah, I think this is the right call. Yeah, this looks better. And again, the min-maxing, switching to the Elfin rope, or back and forth from Elfin rope to all rocks. This seems more than doable. And he still has plenty of healing. Well, Derxu, he's getting there, but it should be close here. Oh man, taking a lot of damage here. These small little floating orbs, they deal delay damage and they can really combo you down real quickly. So Berix might be happy that he has actually, in fact, so much raw HP. And there it is, GG. And Berix wins this, game 3. Moving onwards in the winner bracket now. And before, his next opponent will be Luicho. So for now we're just switching Derxu's audio. So he may just finish it. I mean, he has better equipment in this fight. Let's see. I think he chooses to go ahead and finish this game. Why not? Yeah, this was a great race. And here we have Berix. GG's to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Never more stressed than that lubricant farm.
Yeah, the farm was a great thing, but first things first. Yeah, what about that Legion fight?
I should have been doing succubus strats from the beginning. I kind of forgot I had it. I was like, oh, I'll go all the way around. But that's unnecessary once you have the healing that succubus gives.
Yeah, but how did you feel like with your reward?
I don't even remember what it was, man. If it was a black belt, that's the one that I accidentally sold.
So you even sold the great reward. Wow.
Not very useful.
Rude. But yeah, that took a long time. Did give you quite a few levels at the beginning, which Derxu was missing for a while, but he fought Balor in the end and more than made up for it. I mean, he also...
Hey, yeah. I found the boss. I can kill it pretty easily with what I have. May as well do it for the levels.
So did you think it was gonna go much quicker?
I think I always just underestimate how long Legion takes. When you're just sitting there in the corner once you got the shell off. Mashing A.
It's just amazing to see Derxu like zipping around on the other screen while you were still battling that Legion. But yeah. I think what really gave you the edge here was your arena play, which Derxu kind of last located. Even more so, I think he kind of checked it off maybe. I gotta ask him later. Since that was with the Vanilla Dance Hall entrance, was the entrance to arena. And that was the only yellow book. So how did you feel about that book location?
Oh, I hated it.
Did you like it?
No. I was like, oh man, look at me, saving before worst. Okay, it actually is a book. I guess that save was good. So, it's sitting there in a Twitch chat, Triton, Beam Skeleton, just so I don't forget.
Oh yeah, I was actually mentioning that. And I said that it was a smart move for sure. Like you don't want to be like, oh damn, what was it? And what enemy dropped it? So just take a few seconds to write it down. Yeah, Derxu had that way earlier, the Triton. It also helped him with the Balor fight. As well as the Death fight that he did.
Was that where Calibulg was in Death Shop?
I can't really. I have missed that actually. Where he picked that up.
Hmm.
Might have been. I was so focused on your Legion fight. I think he got it while you were still doing that.
So focused on my engaging Legion fight.
It was insane. So yeah, definitely. I think that yellow book gave you the edge here. So did you think? Like, did you see? Do you see this as a gamble to do the dance hall check early?
Dance hall? What do you mean the
Like the vanilla dance hall entrance that you did, because you did it way earlier.
I was bored, so I said, "All right, I'm gonna do the thing that I never do, and I'm gonna go up a vanilla dance hall." And then it's top floor, and it's like, okay, it's pretty useful. And then it was arena. Okay, I can do that. I don't have a lot of gear, but I can do arena. Almost took a death on the return trip, but just had enough health, so worked out.
Definitely did. I mean, and I said, if you had skipped the Legion fight, you might have been even faster towards go mode, but I think those levels in the end really helped you out too.
I think levels is what made it possible for me to go mode there, because I was going through endgame with Osafune and Kunitsuna.
Yeah.
And those are relatively low damage weapons for Chaos and Julius, but Legion, as well as that longer lubricant farm, let me get enough damage off there that it worked out.
Yeah, it was great to see you juggle your armor between all rocks and back to Elfin roll, depending on your mana bar. So that was really some nice min-maxing that you almost needed to do, right?
Honestly, I think that was a bad play for me. I should have just stuck on Elfin Robe the entire time. Since strength-wise, it was giving me maybe one more damage on Julius. From like 39 to 40. Just not worth it.
Yeah. So Derxu also finishing in second place.
Pretty close.
Yeah, it was really close. Like, if he had done the arena play earlier, I think he might have been in go mode a lot earlier than you were. And he's also here for an interview. GG Derxu.
Hey.
GG Berix.
GG's.
Yeah, that was a really close race for the most part, but yeah, it was just you not going to arena.
Yeah, I totally forgot that I checked that entrance. When I entered the top floor area, well, it was obvious that arena was there, but I wanted to go back instead of teleporting out. And at the point when I entered the teleporter, I forgot that arena was there, and well, yeah, I had some places to check left, but well.
Yeah, I saw you were going circles a bit in Clock Tower and places you've already been. It must have felt bad.
Yeah. Since I forgot the arena location, I was all over the place at that point. I was so lost. Especially when I had to fight Garden in the end. I was pretty sure it was the right side inner quarters exit, but it wasn't. So, well, I found it. That's the most important point.
Yeah, other than that, your routing worked out pretty nicely. You had the required yellow soul, which was also a very helpful soul.
It was
way
super
earlier.
Great.
Yeah.
Both, actually. But the red soul was also super powerful.
Oh, yeah.
Nightmare.
Since you were both practically starting with that, this is always great to have.
Absolutely.
So yeah, the Triton really helped you out on your Balor fight, on your Death fight. Meanwhile, Berix was doing all of that without Triton, and he was actually fighting the arena boss, which was Legion.
Oh, yeah, had to be Legion, yeah.
It wasn't fun.
It wasn't fun. And it was really fun to see Derxu, as I said, zipping around on the right side of the... You did so many checks in that time. So So it was really just that one little, I don't know, oversight of not going to Arena,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call
Well,
it.
I mean, it could also have been like Eastern Reservoir and Forbidden, which was also
Yeah.
pretty close.
Oh god, I
Um,
forgot about Forbidden. I would have
It was-
not gone there for a while.
Yeah, well, it was one of the first things I checked in the beginning. But without school, well, what do you want to do there? Especially following into Eastern Reservoir, which you also can do literally you can do anything there without school.
Yeah, I did the not school lock checks in Eastern and then reset
Yeah.
out. I was like, I might have to come back here. I really
Yeah.
hope I don't.
Well, good thing you weren't supposed to go back. Yeah, I should have done Arena first, or at least grab the teleporter so I remembered.
Yeah, that's always a great thing. Just grab the teleporters and then move on to the next area and do the arena later, maybe.
Yeah.
Um,
But the weapons
yeah.
were pretty solid we had in the run, right? I mean, I had Calabog and Levitate and Chaotic Run.
I had Osafune and Kunitsuna.
Well, okay.
Where was
Kuritsuna isn't too
Calabog?
bad. Calabog was... I don't remember. I don't know. I just had it. Like half of the run, maybe? I don't know. I mean, I went back to the shop to buy Ascalon for Chaos, but that was... Yeah.
So many weapons that I just never saw.
Ascalon wasn't the shop. I think it wasn't the first shop upgrade, in the Headhunter shop upgrade.
It was in Death Shop.
That shop? Okay.
Yeah,
Unless
must have been
I'm
done.
blind. Which is possible.
Okay,
I
yeah,
like-
as I... Sorry?
No,
Go ahead.
nothing. I was just gonna comment more about item placement, but that's unnecessary, really.
So yeah, Berix, you move on to face Luicho now.
I have raced Luicho like 50 times, and it's pretty even, so I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna get absolutely destroyed. So I'll see you in
okay.
losers again, Derxu.
Oh god. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. I think those matches will be pretty fun to watch.
Maybe. That's the hope, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derxu not out of the tournament. Yeah, you're moving on to the lower bracket now. I think you have maybe at least 1 week of leisure time now. Since your opponent must be between Lunix, who's already waiting in losers round 2, and Astral Fates and Rena, which they still need to play their game. So it's gonna be a while before you get to play again, I think. We'll see about that. But yeah, I think you... Yeah, you can practice a lot, but I think your execution was really on point, and even your routing worked out really well. It's just, again, not doing arena kind of cost you this race, unfortunately. But both of you played really well, and it was just insane to see Berix come back from that. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say time loss with Legion, but yeah, obviously the levels did help. So yeah, it had its good parts as well.
It would have been a time loss if I had ever found inner quarters. Because right there, Death's Robe, the lore, immediately just so much better than a Legion fight. But worked out, I think.
Yeah. Again, great race to watch, and yeah, I want to thank both of you for giving us this great race, and I expect more of the same from both of you.
Thank you for commentating.
Yeah. And also, thanks to Dune for tracking. So do you guys have any final words you want to share with the audience here?
Yeah, thank you for the race. It was a great one. And yeah, thanks for watching.
GG's.
GG.
Yeah, make sure to follow the racers. Their links are in the chat. And yeah, let's see. I'm gonna look one final time at the schedule. So we have a race between V Victors and Spades coming up. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. Which will be commentated by Smilefires. And they actually... I'm not sure. Wait, did they... I'm sorry, they might have postponed that.
I think they're pushing it back a bit, but it should still be happening tomorrow.
Okay, so just stay tuned then. Tomorrow, maybe not at 3 p.m. And there should be another one coming up at 8 p.m. Also on Sunday, between Spiritboard Valentine and Kuchiri. Back-to-back 2 races. So yeah, more Aria of Sorrow tournament coming up tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.